What's up everybody, coming back at you with another Once Human video. Now today I'm going to be sharing with you some knowledge that I have learned in regards to purification at your territory. So the main thing to take away from this today is deep water and having your purification machine separate to your base. Now what do I mean by these things? So we'll go over the first one, and that's having your purification machine separate to your base. So, as you know, if you have it connected or inside your main base, so to speak, you've noticed that deviants will attack anything, even if it's not in the way of the purification machine, which I find quite annoying. There's no need to attack my main base when the purification machine is clear as day, just stuck behind one wall, and they're attacking everything else. If you have it separate, as you can see in the video, I have a tower 2 by 2, and to get to my tower, I use the space portal from the deviant, and with this, they do not attack my base at all. They just leave it be, and will try and go for the tower itself, which is what it should do, really. That's how the game should really work in terms of this, but it doesn't. So that's one problem solved. Have the tower or have a room of a purification machine separate to your main base, just so it doesn't get damaged. Now, what's the second thing I'm going to share with you? Deep water, as I said. There seems to be a thing where if you build in any type of water, specifically build your purification machine in water, it fucks up the spawns of the deviants, and in terms of where they spawn and how they respond to the fact your machine's in water. Now, as you can see in the gameplay video here, having it in water not only messes with the spawn, so as you can see, they're clearly just spawning on one side of my base on this beachfront, which is good because, especially if you're doing this solo, like you go from, they normally spawn at one corner of each side of your base, and it's annoying go from one to the other, and then by the time you've done two, the first one you cleared has already respawned and he's absolutely destroying your walls. It's really annoying, especially if you're solo, as I said. But with this, that's no longer an issue because of the deep water. Not only that, it messes up how the deviants act. It kind of breaks them in a way. So it's kind of like cheesing the game a little bit. So if you don't like that, then fair dues. But as you can see, they kind of just stand around and get confused. And not only that, if you have it in deep enough water, then it's absolutely unreachable. Why? Because enemies are not programmed to swim in deep water. If as your player itself, you can walk in shallow water, but they will get to a certain point where you automatically start swimming. The deviants will run up to that certain point and just stand there because they physically can't swim. The only enemy that can technically swim is the spiders, because the kind of how the game makes them work is they just crawl along the riverbed. But apart from that, if you have some turrets up, the spiders won't get nowhere near it anyway. So you're essentially making the safest and just guaranteeing your purification win, because it does get a little annoying, especially with the higher difficulty deviants, level 35, and it lasts longer, especially if you're doing it solo. So, apart from that, build in deep water and have your purification machine separate from your base, and you've got a really better time of doing territory purifications. And that's all there is to it. Please like and subscribe if you find this useful, and I'll see you in the next one.